Ash, could you go over how you identify a seek and destroy day yourself? Yeah, so there's two different things that I look for in terms of a search and destroy type of day. Here are the two things here, and then we'll point to some price action showing that. Right? How to identify a consolidation profile, or some people call it search and destroy. First thing is when London session takes out Asia sessions high and low during London session. Okay, so again, identifying a search and destroy profile or a consolidation profile, the first thing that shows me that New York is going to be a consolidation profile is if London session takes out Asia sessions high and low during London session. If that occurs, then I'm looking at New York Open as a consolidation profile. Second one. These are the two ways that I look at consolidation profiles. If you have FOMC at 2 p.m., then I'm thinking that New York AM is going to be a consolidation profile. If you have CPI tomorrow, then I'm thinking that the day before CPI is going to be a consolidation profile. So the anticipation for high impact news drivers, I look at as a consolidation profile. Okay, so these are the two ways that I determine a consolidation profile. Whoa, big circle there. And we can go take a look. All right, so what did we have in terms of our last major news? I believe FOMC was Wednesday of, what was that? Wednesday of last week. So let's take a look. All right. Now here's Tuesday, right? So the day before FOMC. Okay. So that's the first thing. The day before or the session before a high impact news driver, I'm looking at that as a consolidation profile. That's the first way that I look at consolidation profiles or identify consolidation profiles. The second way that I identify consolidation profiles is when London session takes out Asia sessions high and low. All right, so let's mark out Asia session here. Here's Asia. Here's London. Okay, let's mark out Asia session low. Let's mark out Asia session high. Okay, notice how during London session, London takes out Asia sessions high, London takes out Asia sessions low. That's insight that New York Open is going to be a consolidation profile. Look at what we get. Look at this 930 open. This is ugly. There's your consolidation that I'm talking about, right? You get this information here first, right? So you can get information beforehand. This is not hindsight. You can get the information that New York is going to be a consolidation profile because London took out Asia sessions high and low before New York opened. So those are the two key points. The day before a high impact news driver, think about anticipation for that news event being consolidation. Or take a look at London session. If London took out Asia sessions high and low during London session, you can think that New York is going to be a consolidation profile. Now, you can still trade a consolidation profile. You just have to understand how to. In a consolidation profile, the best way to trade a consolidation profile is looking for a move from the extreme of the range back to equilibrium of the range. Right? So during New York, you mark out the extremes. Here's your two extremes, the high and low. You wait for price to engage the extreme of the range, then you target equilibrium of the range. So this would be equilibrium here, right? Mark from the high to the low. What would be 50% of that range would be right here. Okay, so you can still trade a consolidation profile. Just look for a move from the extreme back to equilibrium, right? If you positioned yourself short at the extreme, targeting equilibrium, that's a beautiful 1 to 2 risk to reward there. Amazing question. Thank you for going over that information. This is the type of logic that we're doing in real time each week. And look, the results show the probability. So don't take me for what I'm saying. I highly suggest you collect your own data. But the logic that you provide to your decision making is what creates those probabilities for your trades. A price action pattern is not enough. Okay. If you think just going in and looking for a unicorn is going to make you a profitable trader, it's not. You have to provide very clear logic to your decision making. Okay, so these are the logics that we go over each week. Buy below old lows, sell above old highs, creating a bias from the higher time frames, using confirmations like divergences, consolidation profiles, using consolidation profiles correctly. All these different logic is what creates the probabilities. That's what's going to make the difference. And then you got to be able to control your mental to be able to execute these ideas.